Before we begin this session, we will play a small game. Okay? Say yes.
Yes.
You don't have any other option. So yes, you don't have any other option. Okay? So please girls stand up first. So keep your books and pens down. Keep your books and pens down. So this game is coordination between body and mind. Okay? So when I ask you head, you will be touching your head. When I ask you shoulder, you will touch your shoulder. When I ask you cross, you will be crossing your hands. Okay? Only these three things. Head, shoulder, cross. When I ask you to clap, clap front and clap back. Okay? Clap front and clap back. Okay? We just start with a slow move first. Okay? Head. Everybody. Shoulder. Cross. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. Clap. Clap. Again. Head. Shoulder. Cross. Shoulder. Head. Shoulder. Clap. Clap. So a little more faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Head, shoulder, cross, shoulder, head, shoulder, clap, clap. Head, shoulder, cross, shoulder, head, shoulder, clap, clap. In ninth, who has scored 90%? Can you raise your hand? Who has scored 90% in ninth? Girls. Okay, boys? 90%? Okay, fine. This is nice. Even I will do this later with you. Okay. And 80%? 80%? Here, 80% boys. Okay. Then 70%? 70%? Here, 70%? Okay. Now, those who are 50%, you put 60. Anybody 50%? Be honest. 50%? Those who have scored 50%? No? 60%? Okay. Fine. What have you decided after that? There's one question. What have you decided after death? And there's one more question. What have you decided after 12th? Usually what happens, either we just go in the flow, how everybody is going. Okay, this is one option. Second option, whatever parents and friends they suggest you to go further, you will choose and you will opt for those kind of courses. Or there is one more option where society has a pressure to do that kind of courses. Society has a pressure. So students, they divert their mind and they try to go those kind of options. Understood? Okay. So now, the question here is in front of you. What have you decided? After 10th, what have you decided? And after 12th, what have you decided? And the decision has to come based on your ability, not based on force. Based on your ability. What skills and what ability you have, based on that you have to decide your career path. It's very clear. Based on your ability and your skills. Not with the force, not with somebody is doing this, not with somebody suggesting. Okay? So it's completely based on your ability and skill. So after 10th, what you want to do, and after 12th, what you have to decide. Okay. So now, I feel most of you already have decided. Okay. So what is after 10th and what is after 12th? Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. Have you taken career guidance before this? Yes? Okay. So now, how many of you have decided to go in a science field? And how many of you have decided to go in a commerce field? How many of you have decided to go arts field? So there is one more option apart from this three. Do you know what is that? diploma, ITI. Have you heard about this? Okay. So this is one more option. If you don't want to go science, commerce or arts, this is one more option which you can do, diploma or ITI, and from here again you can take a turn and you can come back to again engineering field. Do you know about this? Do you know about this? Okay. Those who do diploma, for example, after 10th, they want to go diploma. Fine, then study diploma, then after that you can again get into engineering field. So now, how many of you want to become doctors? Boys? Nobody? Girls? Nobody? Okay, how many wants to become engineers? Boys? Okay, there's so many engineers. Girls, how many of you want to become engineers? Nobody? Nobody? No doctors, no engineers from the country. No doctors, no engineers from the country. Okay, fine. Anybody wants to become a politician? Boys, anybody wants to become a politician? From this area, you become. Anybody wants to become one more unicorn here? Nobody. Girls, anybody wants to become a politician? Nobody. Okay. Anybody wants to go in UPSC or KASP? Do you know about this UPSC and KASP? You want to go UPSC? Okay. Anybody boys? UPSC or KAS? Civil service exams? Nobody? You? Okay. So only one. Only one. Okay. So for that, what you are planning to choose? Science. After science, you want to go UPSC. So what I begin from here is, our life is not decided with one exam or one mark or one decision. What right now we are discussing. Okay. The life is completely dependent on your skill and abilities. Anytime you can shift your focus and you can go to any ways or any path. I wanted to do something, end up doing something else. And this happens almost with everyone. It can be a marks, a percentage, a financial problems, or it can be decisions from your family side. Especially girls, they face this in the future. Boys, rarely you face. If there is a financial problems, you might face, but girls will face because of many other conditions. Okay? So you want to do something which you are not allowed. So now, when we discuss about science, so always we think science is a topmost course. In everybody's mind, that is always fixed. That science is topmost course and arts is a lowest course. Okay? That's how people will think. But this is wrong. So if you, in general now if you see who is doing authority on us in government sector or in legislative sector or in executive sector, okay, or in media sector or in law sector, so all are done arts. All of have done arts, not the science. From the parliament, from the judges, from the media, everyone comes from the arts side, not from the science side. This is just misconception where people have created that science is the biggest thing and arts and other commerce is lowest. This is wrong. Okay. So now, whatever ruling is happening in India, everyone they have done, almost 80% they have done arts. Understood? So now what do you want to decide? Science or arts? Commerce. Okay. Now when it comes to commerce, there is one good option here. The option is either we can become employee or we can become self-independent. Okay, we can become entrepreneur, we can become businessman, okay, or we can work under somebody. This is one field where we can select both the ways. But if somebody wants to try science, we can try science. After that, if it's not working, you can come to commerce or you can come to arts. But your focus is something else, and if you have chosen arts and commerce, you can't move to science. Keep it in mind. You can start science and you can come down to commerce and arts, but you can't go in a reverse way. Understood? So anybody can take science, but only the condition is you should love that subject. If you love maths, take science. If you love science, then take science. Okay? And if you have that much ability to study for 5 to 7 hours in a day and you're fully focused, then go for the science. No, you want to stay like a cool dude, then you can go for commerce. And if you are fully committed, yes, I want to show something to this society, then arts is the best option. I want to do something great for my country, or my religion, or my society, or my family, or I want to build my name, then arts is the best option. What are the 4 pillars of democracy? What are the 4 pillars of democracy? Judiciary, executive, legislature, media. These are the 4 sectors of democracy, and all the 4 sectors runs through this. If anybody wants to become a politician, it's better to go with this. If anybody wants to become a judge or an advocate, they have to choose this. Or if anybody wants to become KS, want to write KS exam or UPSC exam, it's better to go with the same field. Or if you want to run a media house, a media company, or you want to become editor or reporter, this is the field. And these are the 4 fields where you can prove yourself or your community or your country. These are the 4 sectors. It's not like by doing doctors or becoming doctors or engineers you can't show, but these are the fields where you appear in front of public. These are the 4 fields. When you become doctor, it's 1-to-1 session between you and the patient. If you become engineer, same thing, you will be on the desk. Or you go to field, do few things which is related to your job. Or all the other jobs. But when it comes to this, it's entirely different. And in between, when I speak about commerce, it's completely different. It's completely different. So this field will hold both of them. Because everyone wants to become a businessman. So, from this field, the business field comes. If you want to run a hospital, businessman comes in. Or those who are into knowledge of business, administration, accounts, those people comes. So that comes from the commerce. If you want to run a big company, same thing. And the money flow comes from this sector, from the commerce. Now take 1 minute, again start recalling whatever I have discussed and whatever you have heard previously, and plan. Whatever field right now you have chosen, it's right for you, or you can slightly modify, or you can plan something else. Take 1 minute time. Why? Because if you select one field, fine, nothing will go wrong. You waste money, you waste energy, you waste your time. These 3 things are wrong. Nothing will go wrong. It's not like you will die. These three main important things will be getting wasted. Your time, your energy, your effort, and money. All three things are very important. So take 1 minute of time. Okay, move forward. How many boys want to do your like business? How many boys want to do business? Nobody wants to do business. Or you want to continue your family business? Anybody from the other side? Who wants to continue your family business? Nobody wants to continue family business. Okay. After PU, anybody wants to continue family business? Anybody wants to continue family business? No? Okay, girls, how many wants to marry after 12th? How many of you have decided, okay, I'll get married after 12th? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. Anybody after degree? After degree? After degree? Let's move on. Wait. Why I'm asking this question is, so far, how many years you have spent for the studies? Including this year, how many years you have already spent? 12 years? Okay. Now, 12 years already you have spent for the studies. Then, you, how many years? 2 years. And if any degree, if you want to choose, okay, how many years it will be? 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. So 2 plus 5, 7 years. Later post-degree, post-graduation, 2 years. After that, after the PhD, 2 to 4 years. Okay, so it will come close to 10 to 12 or 15 years. Okay, 10 to 12 or 15 years from PU. Already we have spent 12 years and another 10 to 12 years. If you are fully focused to achieve in your life, okay, so keep yourself free for these many years. It's not like you can marry and do this. You can do that. But what I have seen so far, in my experience, it won't happen. Rarely 5-6% okay, minimum it happens, but mostly it won't happen. Because you get so many other responsibilities which you can't focus on studies. First thing. Second thing, there are students, what the plan is, because of financial problems, they start doing part-time job and start studying. Okay. If they are fully focused, I have seen people, those who are fully focused, they have achieved very big levels. And the great example is, do you know anybody great example in front of you who has done this? Who is a famous personality? APJ Abdul Kalam, have you heard? Have you read his bio? Have you heard his bio? His life? No? What he was doing? What he was doing? While studying, what he was doing? What was doing? What? What he was doing? He was doing part-time job, but what job he was doing in the morning? Newspaper. He was delivering the newspaper house to house. What he became later? Freedom fighter. You go back to your teaching. It's better you go back to LKG and come back study for 12 years. What he became later? What post he was holding? much here. What he was. But for the country, what he was. He was president of India. He was president of India. And he was first president, Muslim president. And before, it's a politician, freedom fighter. That's not politician. No. Well, presidents are different, politicians are different. So he was scientist, then they made him president because of his abilities and qualifications. He was not politician. He was not under any party. He was just scientist. And in science, what he has done, what is his achievement? What is his achievement? At least you should know this. That's what I was telling you. Capabilities and abilities come only when you start reading the things outside the book. If you become bookish, you will be zero in your life. Keep this in mind. If you stay only bookish, getting 100%, 95% and 90% without the knowledge of anything else, you don't have any skills and any capabilities and abilities, then you are zero in life. Knowing everything and adding the skills in your life makes you achieve many things in life. Not only books. He has developed missiles. Missiles. Allah has made missiles. Okay? And there is one more thing he has done in medical field. Have you heard about stent? If something happens to a heart, they'll fix a stent inside that. Okay? He has manufactured that. He was a scientist who has done that stent because many, see, in India, poverty line is bigger than the richer people. Okay? So rich people are less than poor people are more here. So when people they used to go after a heart problem to the doctors or hospitals, they were not able to pay the fees or the amount for that step what earlier it was available in the market. And he introduced one step which is less pricey and cheap ones, but anybody can use this. At least you should know the basic things, what people they have done in the country. Because these are the things which you face in coming days. Usually, we don't look for. Okay? The field is agriculture field, horticulture field, sericulture field. What is sericulture? Silk. Silk, which is behind silk, there is sericulture. Fisheries. Anybody knows where is fisheries college here in Bangalore? Fisheries, okay. Plus fitness field. Fitness field. Anybody knows any idea of fitness? Do you have any idea what fitness field is? No? Or veterinary field? Veterinary. Okay. These are the fields which is highly paid fields. Do you know why? What is the reason? What is the reason these fields are highly paid? Because competition is less. There are no people. All are going only one direction. Okay, engineers and doctors, nothing. But this field is empty. There are many vacancies are empty in this. And people, they don't know, they don't have the knowledge of this agriculture field, horticulture, sericulture, fisheries field, or veterinary field, and fitness field. These are the big paid ones. And especially those who are planning for even MBBS or engineering field. Now, the era has come to EI era. Okay? Now, all the surgeries, those robotic surgeries. Even if you pass from here, you can see many hoardings. even Anaboya Medical College or KSC, all those robotic surgeries. When it comes to robotic surgeries, complete the model is AI is handling. Everything is through AI. Only there will be one doctor in the operation room. Or else for any surgery there will be 4 to 5 doctors, a team of doctors. Now all the major surgeries goes through AI. The same thing in an engineering field. Whatever you want to develop, AI will develop and give it to you. Give the result. So what you will do next? This is one big question. What you will do next? So I am not putting you into confusion. I am making you understand which field you can choose wisely. Understood? Which field you can choose wisely. So even if the AI comes, you can become the master of AI and you can enter it. You can become master of AI and you can enter that field. But only thing is, choose the right field from after 10. And from PU and first PU, start choosing the field. Same thing after 12. When I was talking about fitness is a very big field. Okay? So either you can go graduation in fitness, okay? There are many courses, or you can go post-graduation in fitness. There is now MBA is also introduced in fitness. Fitness is very vast field. Okay? Earlier people used to think fitness is only gymming and building bodybuilding. Okay? Fitness is not that. Now fitness is connected to everything, from your mind, from your body, from all your activities, or post-surgery. After the surgery, fitness is required for you to come back to the normal life. Or even pregnant ladies, post and prenatal. Okay? Or senior people, those who are above 60 years. What happens? They lose their strength in the body. They won't be flexible. They can't walk properly. They can't sit. What they require? Fitness. The same thing, even for the children, we must have seen, even in your family or outside, there are many children, they can't walk properly, they keep falling, they don't have the ability to walk, or they are hyper kids, they will be like always doing some distractions in the house, or kids are not focusing properly. To cure them, fitness is the field. Everything will be cured through the fitness. Fitness is scientific field, very vast and scientific field. So whatever doctors they study in their course, same thing will be taught here. But only the thing is, field is different. Here comes in the practical field, and there will be a medical field. Do you know any formula? Formula in the sense, what kind of method you have to follow for the studies? So there is one proven method, that is 2:1:1. Okay? So 2:1:1. The method is 2 hours you have to spend for the subject currently what you are studying. For example, now science you have taken. Today you have planned for science. So 2 hours you study the topic. Then 1 hour you study revision, that is previous day's topic. And 1 hour you have to do practical. 2:1:1. 2 hours you will be learning the new topic. 1 hour you are doing the revision, and 1 hour you are spending on checking the other exam papers, the previous exam papers, or writing and doing the revisions. Why you have to write and do the revisions? Why you have to study the previous question papers? See, when you read anything, this will register in your mind for some time. But when you write and study, that will be registered for a longer time. This is one more research formula. So when you write and study, that will be stored in your mind for a longer time. And when you just start reading and trying to grasp whatever informations are there in the book, that will become a short time. Okay. So there are many countries, including Japan and Sweden, all those countries. Up to 6 to 7 years in the beginning of the school, they don't keep any books or any pens or anything. They always try to make their school, their education system, where students are taking the knowledge by hands-on experience. Now, for example, if you see in Japanese school, I was studying about this. Small kids, they do their work its own. For example, washing the clothes, or taking bath, or cooking food, or carpentry work, or plumbing work, or electrician work. All this, they will be teaching them from the childhood up to 7 years. And there are few schools in India, it's introduced. Okay. Now, there is one school in Nagpur, and there is one school in Tamil Nadu, and there is one more school in Ladakh. So where they have made this kind of experience, where students will learn not only book in a practical life. In a practical way. How many of you have seen the movie 3 Idiots? There is one school in there. At the end, where Amarnath goes and stays there. That is the original school. That person who has introduced, he is from Ladakh. That school is original school. Their students, they learn with more of practical, less of theory. Because when you start doing it everything practically, that will be very useful where you don't forget it. Okay. So now, anyways, now you have the exam time. So start writing and studying. And try to follow this formula 2:1:1. 2 hours spent for new studies, 1 hour for your previous studies, and 1 hour only solving the practical things. Okay. Then give rest, then again start with the same concept, 2:1:1. And same studies method you can follow every time. Every time you can follow same studies. So now it's up to you. Whatever information I wanted to give, I have given. Okay. There are some more informations, not some more, there are more informations which you will come to know when you start going to the college. Because for example, if you want to go engineering field, what kind of other divisions you have to go, you will choose. Even in medical field, same thing. Even if you choose science, BSc, there are many options in there. You will come to know. Or if you choose commerce, you will come to know the same, whether you can go BBM or BBA or whatever it is. And after that, what it has to come again, CA, CSM. There are so many other courses. If I tell you now, you won't understand anything. So it's better, now you choose what you want to do after 10th, later after PUC. And see, education is not a straight road or path where this will keep going. Always keep in mind, this is one ladder. Okay, you'll be always climbing. Same thing when you go for job is also always a ladder. So if you're good enough, you will keep climbing. If you're not good, you will come back to again ladder itself. Understood? Whatever happens in the life, not only studies, whatever happens in the life, okay, first believe yourself. Okay. And what mind we have, our organ in our brain, mind in our body, that is the ultimate. Whatever you decide comes from here. If you decide, I want to score 50%, you will score only 50% because your mind is already set. And if you plan, I will score 110%, you will reach 100%. That's how the mind is. All the big people, they set their day in the morning with a positive mindset. They set their day in the morning. See, there are many talks. If I start talking about this, then it goes on and on. Okay. But whatever you do, set your mind. Okay. Start believing yourself first. Okay. You are capable of this, and you can do this. And focus only from your mind. Take suggestion from others, but decision has to come from your side. Take suggestion from your friends or from your family or from colleagues or from other sources. But decision should be from your side. And especially for girls. Decision from your side. So give work to your brain, your mind, and take the decision. Don't get into any force or any influence of anybody. And there is one more thing now. Okay? Getting influence from other people. And especially social media. Don't get influenced with social media. That is not real. That is only real life, not the real life. Always keep in mind, that is real life. Social media is only real life, not the real life. Real life is what you decide and what you think. If you want to spoil your life, then just get into the real life, where you'll be taking influence from others.